Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lake Oswego High School for this Wednesday evening matchup. A little bit different being on a Wednesday night. With the Sunset Apollos coming across town to take on the Lake Oswego Lakers. This is set up to be a huge, huge game here this evening from LO. It's going to get started here in about 5 or 6 minutes. But before we get to that, we are going to thank our presenting sponsor here this evening, our good friends over at True Private Wealth. True Private Wealth Advisors were founded on the belief that independent financial advisors that act as fiduciaries are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. And at True Private Wealth Advisors, they've built a wealth management firm that leverages the advantage of that independence to better serve their clients through a fully open architecture solutions platform that's objective and transparent. They do not dictate how you work with your client. Instead, they give you the tools to build a business around your client's needs and take that experience and breathe life into it that comes from the true independence and ability to follow through with your own principles. And you know what happens after that? Amazing things. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth Advisors. All right, Matty Ice, here we are, back in the Laker Den after a big Fritz Hayes classic on Saturday. Didn't quite go Lake Oswego's way, but as a lacrosse fan, you could not have asked for a better game.
No, that was an awesome game out in West Linn, and I mean, what an effort from both sides. Really close game all the way to the end, went all the way down to the wire. Summit was able to pull that one out of the fire, but what a performance from Carson Nasham, the Summit goalie. That was one of the best we've seen in a long time from an individual player.
It was spectacular. I mean, points all the way around, big stops, diving, highlight reel saves. He really did. I mean, it's definitely – he's got a lot of games left. But, I mean, that was a career game from Nasham. And coming off the bus, doing all the things that Summit had to do to get ready for that one. You know, Lake Oswego, the flip side, I mean, they came out loose, came out hot. Summit just kind of chipped away and brought it back, and they gave themselves an opportunity to win at the very end there. And they did it. They took care of business and won a big game. And I'll tell you, you know, everybody was kind of tight, kind of anxious in that fourth quarter. And if I'm a coach on either side, I'm stoked to see that because it's a non-league game. It's effectively an invitational, and both those teams wanted to win so bad. That shows a lot about the character of both these squads this early in the season and gives you, I mean, if you're not sitting there thinking you got a lot of good things coming for both Summit and Lake Oswego, you weren't paying attention because, man, they were ready for that one. We're going to take a quick pause here as we start the game off with the national anthem. All right, there you go. Best pregame song in the business, national anthem in the books, and these two squads are going to get set to get underway. But, yeah, as we were saying, that Fritz Hayes Invitational, it's become a staple in Oregon, and the quality of play there is it's it's absolutely fantastic to see. Sunset played on Saturday as well, and they took on West Lynn, and they got kind of pushed around a bit by the Lions. They lost 10-2, but they're coming to this one 4-3. Took care of Lakers right out of the gate. They went up and played a couple tough games in their tourney up in Washington against Bellarmine and Curtis, and then came back and thumped Tualatin 13-1 right before going on that 3-game win streak, taking on Canby and OES, both hitting double digits. So, this Sunset team, very similar profile, very similar kind of season so far to Lake Oswego. We said it with the Summit game too. These two squads match up really well, and pretty big history here.
Yeah, really big history between Sunset and LO, and it's going to be an exciting matchup here because both teams are looking for that staple win, that big win to start the season. And most games this season for both teams have been against maybe lesser known quantities. These two teams here, they know what they're going up against tonight, and whoever comes out on top is going to have some major brownie points and a really good win on their record heading into the rest of the season. So this is going to be a big proving ground for both squads.
So both sides, goalies cross it up, shake it up, and final instructions from our neighborhood Zebras. And we're going to get set to get underway here. Live from Lake Oswego High School, True Private Wealth title sponsor game. And for Lake Oswego, man in the middle, number 19, Hudson Trippy. For Sunset, number 2, Marcus Ham. And we are off and running, literally. Sunset with it. Great job by Scotty Wise, forcing the turnover on the sideline. That's going to go Lake Oswego's way after Sunset came away with the possession.
Yeah, not sure what Sunset was doing there. Just kind of lost a little bit of focus, and Scotty was able to take it away with a nice check.
And turning right back over, looking to get it to the other side and get moving there with Looney, and just a little bit outside of his stick. Can't quite get it. Back to Sunset.
Yeah, sloppy start to the game from both sides here. Let's see if they can tighten it up a little bit.
So getting down, getting a touch in the box. Trevor Hubers with it for the Apollos. He's got Brooks Olson on him. Brooks had a spectacular day on Saturday, really coming alive here, kind of almost getting to the midway point of the season. Brooks really stepping up.
Yeah, Brooks has been getting better every game, as we were talking about the last couple times out, and let's see if he can keep that going tonight here. Looking good so far.
Looking to set up a dodge. Number 13, Jamie Roth. Doesn't like what he sees. Fans it back out. Great job on D from Elliott Orr. Another name newer for folks new to the Laker program, but Elliott, big time, big shoes to fill, and he's had a great 3-game stretch here the last few games.
Yeah, good to see him stepping up to the task and really taking advantage of the opportunity he has on the field.
So a little change of pace here early. Calvin Macy getting in. I think he got a little bit of a breather, kind of doing some little bit of different line changes in that Summit game on Saturday. Calvin able to get a little bit more rest.
Yeah, Gunner back in the lineup as well will definitely help out with that in terms of the middies getting rest. Lakers have been short at that midfield line all year.
Good look on the cage and a feed to Burgess. I tell you, surprised Nolan passed that one up. Sunset looked to kind of overcommit to Burgess, and I don't think Nolan realized how open he was.
Yeah, Nolan was definitely open. I don't think he had his hips turned over to get a good look on cage there, and it was a good look to Burgess as well, just unable to execute.
So heading back the other direction now. Sunset, Trevor Hubers gets a feed down, touch in the box, and that's another offensive set here. Maxwell Odom for the Apollos. Sunset's going to rotate some personnel in and across and get the package that they want out on the field. 16 near side, Hudson Curlin. One of the nice shot, good stop and poke out by the keep. Tripped in Chiprick. Curlin's a name we know from the Sunset group for a long time. This is the youngest brother. They just keep coming.
Yes, they do.
Elliott Higher now up top, giving it a look. Doesn't like it. Good slide. Good exchange there in communication by the Lakers. Luther and Weiss on the comms together.
And I really like the energy the Lakers have come out with here so far. Defensively, they're communicating, they're staying tight to their man, they're making the right slides, and they haven't made a mistake yet. So it's really good to see high energy to start the game, not something the Lakers have been particularly great at so far this year. But Sunset, on the other hand, they've had the ball so far this game. Look, Lakers haven't managed to get an offensive possession.
And there you have it, a turnover almost on cue, and Looney getting loose, going the other direction, takes it across, gets up to Alex. Alex to Burgess, touching the box, and Lake Oswego going to look to set up. Rab coming in from the box for Lake Oswego. Macy directing traffic. What kind of Laker offense are we going to get here tonight? We've seen about 3 different variations all season.
Yeah, the base set for the Lakers is going to be the 2-2-2. So you got 2 up high, 2 in the middle, and 2 behind cage. And they've run it really well so far this season. But I think this game is maybe the time to pull a rabbit out of the hat and switch it up, see something, show Sunset something they haven't seen on film yet. And maybe that's a different set. Maybe that's a set play within the 2-2-2. We'll see what happens later here tonight.
Shot on cage, bounces out. It's going to be a chase, and it's going to go Sunset. So good hustle from the D on Sunset. Number 33, Blake Hurley, going to run that one down. And Apollos with possession. 8 minutes to go here. 0-0 early goings. Nice check from Alex. Ball's loose on the ground. Lake Oswego comes up with it. Mason Fish, been quiet the last couple games. See if Mason decides to heat it up here this evening.
Yeah, veteran move there from Mason to really just hold on to that, not rush into a fast break because they did not have the numbers there. And it looks like there's a flag down on the field here.
Delayed offsides call, perhaps.
Not sure what that was.
Calvin. Calvin lowers a boomstick. Telling you, anybody that decides to step in front of that freight train might be taking their life into their own hands.
Yeah, Calvin, we've said it before, we'll say it again, is a big, big player out there on the field. Looks like offsides was the call.
I got one right. See, every once in a while. Every once in a while I cheated. I used them. I saw that on the cams. All right, so Lake Oswego with the man advantage. Expect to see Gunner out there. Calvin, Gunner on the crease. Gunner just kind of building those minutes back up. Missed a big chunk of the early part of the season. Dealing with a little wear and tear.
Yeah, and this kind of set is where Gunner really shines, where he can catch and shoot. He's got a sniper rifle for a stick. And the Lakers have been really efficient on their man-up offense so far this season.
Big shot from Calvin, winds up, and that one rips at about 100 miles an hour off cage.
Yeah, so the Lakers have been really efficient in their extra man set so far this year. This is a big, long Sunset team, though. So defensively, those passing lanes aren't going to be open for the Lakers. And we'll see if they can manage that here.
Burgess on the top side now. Feed back up to Macy. Macy to Gunner. Gunner lets it rip and takes a shot. Again, easy chase down. And another rocket going at the cage. In it, keep Keegan Puntney, the freshman goalie for the Apollos. Fish and Burgess had a great 2-man game behind the cage and just above GLE all season long. Looking to keep that chemistry going. Rab with a little dodge from the wing. Gets a step and a shot, and that's going to be a great stop, kick out. And a great check feed on the crease. Oh, and it just pops out of Fish's stick and into Puntney. But, oh, my goodness, what a stop by Sunset.
Very unfortunate there from the Lakers. They had 2 or 3 good looks all at once and just unable to finish. And we have a broken stick on the field. and a flag down as well.
So delay penalty on Lake Oswego here. Sunset's going to have a free shot. Coming in out of the box is Elliott Heyer. Sunset a pretty young team as well. 5 freshmen, a couple sophomores mixed in there, and a bunch of juniors. Again, very similar profile to Lake Oswego. Elliott Heyer taking a look. Feed on the crease. Nice lift from Looney. Seth Looney, I was going to say flag down. They got possession. I think they were a little slow on that. But great lift from Looney inside to keep that from happening. Check this out on the Project 360 replay here. What a great stop from the Sunset Keep. Nolan had a great look at it. Keep just splits it, kicks it, knocks it right out.
Really great save there. And I think Rab's been wide open on his dodges so far. I don't know if he's been getting enough attention on defense. He's really been slicing up defense. I mean, a great game last time out against Summit and had some success so far here early. So good to see that from Rab. Looks like there's some communication going down.
Well, it gives me a chance to throw the other angle here. Look at Rab. Yeah, just a great step. Awesome. Got it. Open. Goes low. Kick out. That's going to be a nice big fat bruise tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll take the save if I'm a Sunset fan. Big shot going in. Tripped in. Shuts it down. So Tripton with a big stop. Big shot. Going after Jordan Peterson. Phillips over there. Just absolutely shoulder check. You get in games like this, and everybody knows each other on both sidelines, obviously. And it's just like every once in a while somebody's like, I'm going to just give this a try. It's like you really don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Odom for the Apollos with it. Lake Oswego back at full strength. Relatively clean season so far, but the Lakers have done a really good job when they've been man down, not giving up too many goals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Laker man-down defense, Laker defense in general this year has been very strong, really holding their own in these long possessions. This is giving me – it's almost like the – what game was that? A couple nights ago where it was long possessions back and forth.
Lincoln.
Lincoln, yes, thank you.
Yep.
Reminds me of the Lincoln game here so far where it's long possessions, and the Laker defense did really well in that to not give up too many goals, and doing great so far here early as well.
Great reverse turnaround, good lift, and a better stop by Tripton, and then picking up the pieces is Elliott Orr now looking for the clear, gets it all the way to the near side, finds Scotty. Scotty takes it across. Phillips with it. Feed it back up top to Rab, and Rab is going to set the offense here for the Lakers with Gunner rolling into the near side.
Lakers back in that 2-2-2. Rab getting really high here for a dodge. Going to have a lot of space to run downhill. Gunner sets a pick.
I love that rollback move. Wide open, and he gets a shot in the low corner, and he gets it. Goal, Lake Oswego.
Wow, Nolan Rab is on a tear these last couple games, and he has been hot here early tonight. What a jump shot from him.
Project 360 replay. I mean, you know it's coming. Sunset knows it's coming. Just gets that little bit of space. Rip. Look at, and it's not over elevated either. It's just enough to get up there just to get a little bit more hip underneath it for that little bit of extra sauce.
Yeah, what a great dodge from Nolan. He doesn't get it on the first attempt, rolls back, creates some separation, and gets the space to make the finish.
Great face-off win from Hudson. Lake Oswego gets possession. Burgess sneaks it off the corner. quick little look at that angle again. That last shot, top side. Just look at it. Just enough hip lift, gets up, and it also puts that on that just a slightly different trajectory for the goalie. Really hard to adjust in real time.
Yeah, stick side for the goalie, but away from where Nolan was going. So really good on him to change the angle of the shot.
It's been a huge, I mean, not that it wasn't great last year, but just another level of his game that has improved this year is the diversity at which he can shoot, as opposed to just being kind of that one trick, one shot pony. You know, we're not big fans of that crow hop and go of the olden days where it was just load up and rip. Now it's you gotta be three-dimensional. Sunset with it up top, number 5, Eli Sanford. Big shot from the wing. That one goes high. Big bounce. Nice job playing the man. Shout out Aiden Luther right there. Realized he didn't have a shot at the ball, so he played the man first and let Elliott come in and clean that up. That is fundamental lacrosse for all the littles that are watching. And Travis Weishottle. I mean, I guess if he's not doing a backflip, it's not hard enough for him, right?
Yeah, very true.
If it wasn't for Nasham's keeper goal on Saturday, Weishottle had the play of the game, or at least the control of the game with that backflip cradle that he had. That was ridiculous.
It was, and what a weird sequence there. It was like he had soap in his stick, and the ball just was slipping out.
Cole Allen now with it coming the other direction with some speed. Sunset gets touch. You know, they're quick to get to the box, and they're plenty patient just to settle down and work the clock here. Not feeling like they're in a big hurry. Minute 40 to go here. Lake Oswego up 1-0, but Sunset, it's felt like they've been in control the entire time. Time of possession heavily leaning towards the Apollos.
Yeah, and yet they're down a goal.
Big stops like that from Tripton, though, are part of it. I mean, he's had a couple really tough shots, able to get inside and lock him down. So the freshman goalie on the Lakers side doing his job. Heading the other direction now, Aiden Luther in transition. Luther, and he just gets it chopped out in traffic, but Gunner there to pick up the pieces.
Really good effort there from Luther to just bolt down the field. So much speed. He just turned it on, and he had a look at the cage but wasn't able to get it.
Gunner doing okay. He was skipping. He wasn't hurt. I was worried there he might have re-aggravated that injury, but he just felt like throwing a little skip to my Lou in the middle of it.
Gotta be a little loose out there.
50 seconds to go here in the first. Gunner with the feet on the crease, looking at his inside. Nice stick lift from the Sunset defense. Big man underneath there, number 18, Evan Karosky. That's a name we've called multiple years. Stick on the ground, that's a big shot, but that was a huge defensive play from Karosky because that was going to be a wide open shot on cage if he doesn't make that happen. Project 360 replay while we clean up the laundry here. Gunner, good feed right here. Karosky with the lift. Just look at that. Takes it right out.
Yeah, really good instincts from Karosky. Just great way to find the open man in the middle of the field. As a defender, that's where you got to be looking all the time, making sure your head's on a swivel, seeing and making sure there's nobody right in front of the cage wide open. So really good slide there.
Taking a break here on that play. One more look at just look at that lift. Just rips Alex's hands out. Nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, not overcommitting on that check either.
Solid play from the Apollos. 24 seconds and change here to go. Sunset loading up with a shot. Good kick out. Lakers are man down here. Burgess drew the penalty on that. I didn't quite see what the call was. Wide open on the wing here. Big shot. Tripped it with another punch. So 15 seconds and change. Two quick shots here. Sunset loading up, man on the crease, going underneath. Oh, and he got it, just couldn't quite put it away. Curlin got inverted and a great poke. It looked like Aiden Luther in there got a stick on the hands. Another big shot. Oh, and he found a, how did he get that in there?
Wow.
Holy cow. Number 19, Elliott Heyer for the Apollos. I don't know where that hole was. We're going to 100% have to take that back onto replay here.
Yeah, it looks like Heyer was standing on GLE when he took that shot. Just no angle there.
Heyer with the inbound comes in. Feet on the crease. Nice poke. Great defensive set there from Lake Oswego. And then it's going to be a quick feed here for Heyer. Just going to bring it in. Steps across GLE and just I mean, there's nothing there, Matt.
No.
Wow. 3-4 inch at most. That's going to sound the horn there. End of the first quarter, but look at that. Just, oh.
Perfect placement, too. Just bar down. Really awesome shot there from higher.
So at the end of one, horn goes on the face-off. It is 1-1 Sunset. Tying it up last second there with the man advantage against Lake Oswego. Want to thank some of our supporting sponsors here while we've got a second during the intermission. Big thanks to Lake Grove Dental. Since 1960, they've reminded the steadfast community in providing high-quality dental care using the most state-of-the-art equipment and techniques by working together with their team to provide personalized care for each and every patient, just like they would with their own family. Helping you achieve long-lasting health with proper oral health, Dr. Charles Brennan and their team are solving your smile's underlying issues rather than just patching you up and focusing on the short term. Check them out at lakegrovedental.com or give them a call at 503-636-3641. Big thanks to Lake Grove Dental. We also want to thank our friends at Aldrich Wealth. Whether you're a corporate plan sponsor seeking benefits to retain valuable employees or an individual with a complex financial need, Aldrich Wealth has the depth of resources and expertise to serve you. Each and every one of their team members is committed to helping you, whether you're answering basic questions in your investment portfolio, reviewing a tax strategy, hosting an employee education seminar, fiduciary training. Fiduciary is a big word this season for me. Corporate retirement plan sponsors, they're here to guide you. Check them out at aldrichadvisors.com or give them a call at 503-620-4489. Big thanks to Aldrich. Also want to thank our friends. That was a fast quarter. Didn't get a chance to thank everybody as much as we wanted to. Little Birds Play Care. Their goal is to provide your child with a safe and secure environment where they can learn and develop while having fun, and their staff and industry professionals are there to teach your kids essential academic, emotional, and social skills through engaging lessons and activities. Check them out at littlebirdsplaycare.com or call them at 503-577-8166. Big thanks to Little Birds. All right. Second quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Apollo's number 2, Marcus Ham, going to try his luck against Hudson Trippy here. Well, they are getting tense down there. Super pumped for this one. Doesn't win the clamp, wins the body with the kick out, gets it to Hagan. Hagan now coming across. So Sunset going with the body strategy on that one. They win it, get possession.
Yeah, good face-off win from the Apollos. It's been a battle of possessions here so far and really a defensive game. So I'm expecting to see both teams try and get out and run here when they get the opportunities to see if they can light up the scoreboard a little bit. But the Apollos seem really content to just kind of hold the ball, dodge, redodge, not force anything, wait for the Lakers to make a mistake. And it didn't work out for them in the first quarter, but let's see if it can here in the second.
So sticks in the lanes, taps it out, and yeah, I was going to say that needs to go probably back to Sunset since it was off a Lake Oswego stick. But then again, we have HD cameras and get to cheat. That looks a little more correct. So Sunset with it. Jamie Roth finding higher on the far side. Looney getting caught in a little bit of no man's land there, having to pop back and forth, not wanting to leave Odom on the crease, but at the same time, you got to respect that threat from the wing.
Yeah, I mean, the crease man always comes first, but before that comes the man with the ball. You always got to go and guard the man with the ball, so good on Looney there to figure that one out.
Or squaring off against DeShant.
Already a long possession here from the Apollos.
And a good work inside from Looney, knocking that one down, scooping it up, getting it tripped in. Lakers got to work the clear now. Finds Jordan Phillips. Jordan, years of older brother abuse. He is just tough.
He is. He's a tough kid.
Fish taking a shot in the face with that stick, and no call. That was, you could hear that one on the mic, no question. Calvin Macy on the far side going to get a personnel change. Here comes Gunner in from the box. So Gunner getting some more run in this first half than we've seen thus far this season. A couple different personnel packages. Rab on the dodge. Feed to the backside. A little bit of interference from Hurley there. That's going to stay with Lake Oswego. Yeah, he touched it.
Yeah, a little sloppy there from the Lakers, and something you can't do when the Apollos are so good at maintaining possession. The Lakers have so much firepower out here on offense right now. Let's see if they can put something together here, do something a little different.
A little screen and roll up top, maybe setting up Macy. Looking to put some of that athleticism to use. Draws the double almost instantly. Gunner getting after it, going on Cage. Shot to the right-hand side, just goes a little bit wide. Great chase by Burgess. Good hustle there. Burgess beat him out. Hurley had position, but Burgess beat him.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play from the Lakers there to reverse the ball to the other side of the field to get Gunner on that dodge. Those quick passes here tonight is going to be really important. I've seen a lot of guys dodging and just kind of being lazy, keeping the ball in their stick. I think moving that ball is going to be the key to getting defenses to move out there tonight.
Fish going head-to-head here. Man, that is a battle right there. Karofsky and Fish have just been all over each other. Macy now draws Hagan.
That ball's got to be quicker there from Gunner. Rab had an open lane, but Sunset was able to recover in that time that Gunner hesitated.
Big shot going low. Stop on the crease. Burgess with the follow. And that's a goal for Lake Oswego.
Nolan Rab had a great look on that dodge, and Burgess able to finish it off with the dunk. Wow.
Connor Burgess had to make sure they confirmed that goal. So great feed here. Rab with the dodge. Good shot. Great rebound. Burgess scoops it up, stays outside the crease, and just dunks on him.
Yeah, I think what saved Burgess there was the push from behind on the shot. If you're pushed into the crease, that is legal as long as you do not enter the crease before that shot is taken.
And he did a good job scooping it up from outside in. I think we're going to get a timeout on the field here, so it gives us a chance here on this look from the other angle. Great dodge from Nolan. Good shot low. Saves there, just inside out. Yeah, you can see it. Feeder outside, reaches right across. There's the ball on the stop. Great stop initially, right? It just kind of squirreled away from the keep. He's well outside, stuffs it in, and then takes a shot for his efforts.
Good offense there from the Lakers, and it paid off.
With 8:13 to go here, Lake Oswego taking a 2-1 lead on top of Sunset. Timeout on the field by the Apollos. Gives me a chance to thank another one of our supporting sponsors here. Meyerly and Tidum Dental, offering a wide range of services from preventive care to cosmetic dentistry. They'll soon have you feeling great and looking even better. And if they can make me look better, that would be awesome. They want every patient to enjoy the highest quality of care. That's why they take great pleasure in providing sustainable, small batch, handcrafted dental care, from veneers and bonding to porcelain crowns, cleanings, digital x-rays, sealants, and sleep medicine. That's a big one. I don't sleep very well, Matt. Check them out at MeyerlyTidum.com or give them a call at 503-684-2944. Big thanks to Meyerly Tidum. Also want to thank our friends down at the law office of Joseph A. Trippi, firm striving to be a partner in achieving the goals of their clients by priding themselves in developing strategies that target each and every particular client's needs, objectives, and philosophies by providing frequent educational services, brown bag lunches, seminars to their clients and potential clients in order to help people and business maintain and manage their affairs in a profitable and wise manner. Check them out at trippilaw.com or call them at 503-782-6642. Big thanks to Trippi Law. Good win up front by Hudson Trippi, and then stolen by Sunset. Trippy got the clamp and the kick and couldn't quite get it run down, so Sunset's going the other direction now. Dylan Gatchell for the Apollos. Sunset with a little more sense of urgency coming out of timeout, and they get a score out of number 8, Trevor Hubers. So Sunset pushing tempo and answers.
Yeah, I love to see it there from Sunset. This big game has been so slow so far, and they just pushed the tempo and got the open look.
So we'll just watch this one all the way through. Great feed, stretching the field. LO on the change. Sunset catches them off guard, and they didn't let off the throttle. Good touch pass and a great shot. Tripton, I don't think, had any idea where that was coming from.
Yeah, no chance for Tripton there. I mean, Sunset just got such an open look on Cage. I mean, he's about 7 yards out. There's no stopping that.
And a great shot, too. So big goal to tie it up there from Trevor Hubers. Again, another great clamp win from Hudson. This time, coming away with it. Oh, Jordan getting pressured near side. Sunset comes up with it.
Yeah, great check from Sunset to take that away from Jordan. That's hard to do.
Helps when you have 2 guys on him.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Oswego putting the pressure in the front end, though. Alex, come on, there you go. Big Alex putting big pressure. Had to fan that pass. Got Jamie Roth put a little bit too high, and that's a turnover. Lake Oswego ball.
Let's see if Connor and Mason go to work here on offense. The middies have not had a ton of success from up top. Nolan Rabb has been great so far, but Jordan and Calvin are a little bit quiet.
And Nolan's mostly when he's coming in from the wing, so nice little exchange on the near side here. Those two, Krosky and Fish, are just going to war down there.
It is a battle.
So Ham stepping in, brings it across, and Sunset, we got an official timeout.
Offside call.
Offsides. Scotty, little hole in the stick there, pops out. Sunset in transition again. Scotty with the recovery, nice stick lift, saved his own bacon on that one.
Yeah, Sunset gets lucky there with the Lake Oswego turnover, and they're really going to frustrate this LO defense if they can keep possession for this long. I mean, it gets so frustrating out there on the field when it's a 2-2 game. The Apollos aren't lighting up the scoreboard, but the Lakers just can't seem to take the ball away from them. It doesn't feel like they've really had a good offensive possession in quite some time, and some of that to their own demise in terms of turnovers. But, yeah, the Apollos doing a great job of just playing a hard-nosed lacrosse out there.
It's the third team we've seen now that I think people are intimidated by Lake Oswego's athleticism, so they're trying to just say, hey, we're just not going to give you the ball. Nice shot goes low, 5-hole, and he gets it. Number 19, Elliott Heyer for the Apollos, and they take a 3-2 lead in the second.
Wow, Elliott Heyer's such speed from up top and a low-to-low finish. Great shot there.
Gets across on Weishottle here. Stalls and just pulls it back and rips it out.
Yeah, it's
big shot.
It's so impressive when you can get a shot with power on the run like that, and he was able to wrap it around Weishottle, so really hid that shot from the goalie as well. Great offensive play there.
So Hudson able to get that one. Calvin's got to do a bit of work here, though. He's in full turbo mode now.
And he's hungry.
It's Tubal time. Calvin having to hustle down and get a touch in the box. Alex going body. Burgess coming up. Good job by Burgess. Put the ball on the ground. Fish keeps it alive. Screaming to the sideline. Oh, and Alex couldn't quite get there. He had to mark up the man at midfield. Alex could not quite get there, but Oh, they're going to say it was out off of Sunset. So I think Alex and I were looking at the same thing, thinking that was going to be on Lake Oswego, but LO able to keep it. Nolan Rabb feeding to Calvin.
Yeah, maybe a stroke of luck there for the Lakers, and that just might swing the momentum back in their way if they can execute here.
Rabb to Fish. Fish far side to Burgess. Burgess back up top to Gunner. Gunner starting to find his legs. Gunner wants a piece. Gunner going up against Ams, gets a good shot. That one all the way backside. Fish gets poked. I think if his hands were free on that, that would have been a big problem, but great defense there from Deshant. Nice reverse coming back across. Rabb, oh, he had a look. Great move from Nolan Rabb.
Yeah, really awesome move from Rabb, and he's really been the only one that's been able to slice that Apollo's defense apart. Good effort there from the Apollos to get that ball back on the shot chase.
I feel like Nolan's, I mean, it's hard to say this, but I feel like he's picked up another gear from last season. He's got a whole other speed there when he's in close with guys that is just super quick.
I think something he's gotten really, really great at this year is just keeping his head up, and he sees the space. So when he's dodging or when he's looking to pass, he knows where to go. It's easier said than done, and he's been really, really great at that so far.
Long pole coming in. Marcus Ham coming in from the box trying to catch LO off guard, and I think that 3-second windup they were able to recover.
Yeah. Very tricky to stop those long pole shots, though, if you're tripped in. So good on him to get a stick on that.
Big personnel change. Good angle here. That last Sunset goal coming across here. Look at this just placement. Just coming cross body. Just so hard for Tripton to see. That was a great angle of that shot, though, to see the complexity of that for the freshman keep.
So a slash on Fish is going to put the Apollos on man-up offense here.
There's a sneaky flag on the other side.
Yeah, I spotted it. It was on the clear from the Apollos.
Feed to the far side. Load. Big shot, and that one is stopped, punched back out. Trying to rifle that in. Oh, and a snag off of a 10-foot ladder. Phillips climbs it to go get it. I think Bertoli called timeout, and he did. Josh's timing on those timeouts is something else.
Yeah, not a bad timeout there from Bertoli at all. I mean, just 3.5 minutes left here to go in the half. Man down. They're going to try and set something up here offensively, I have a feeling, and see if they can hold that penalty out.
So check this out, Project 360 replay. Tripton all alone, all day to wind up for that shot. That one, just a deflection off the stick right there. You just see light, and then it hit the post. Pops out. And then Scotty with the 12-foot ladder feed. Jordan elevates, gets touch, and a timeout for the Lakers. Great sequence there from Lake Oswego. With 3:28 left here in the first half. Give me a chance to thank another one of our supporting sponsors during the timeout break here. Our friends at First Class Property Management, the complete tenant management company. They deal with tenant issues, collecting rent, handling maintenance and repairs, and qualifying new tenants for you and your rental to get peace of mind knowing your investment is in good hands. They're not really doing their job for you that you can't do. It's more that they're helping get your time back. And so hiring a property management company does just that. So you can leave the day-to-day management to them, have more time to do the things you want, and grow your business. Flat service fees so you know exactly what to expect and what you're going to be paying for. Check them out at firstclassportland.com or call them at 503-574-2443. Big thanks to First Class Property Management. All right. 3:28 on the clock, 3-2 Sunset lead. Lake Oswego man down, but with possession.
Yeah, Calvin's going to run this one behind Cage and just look to hold out this penalty. Don't be surprised if the Apollos double here. They do have an extra man to do that.
Right now they're leaving Marcus Ham, the freshman LSM, back there on Calvin. Calvin just getting a little bit extra cardio in. Short time left on the penalty. Sunset, again, content just to let them bleed the clock.
Yeah,
No real pressure.
surprised they're not doubling there. That's pretty standard when you're man up and the other team has possession. So they're happy to see LO get back to even here and see what they can do.
So Rab and his fellow Lakers back to even. Nolan, the hot stick the last few games. Fish back to Rab. Rab gets a look. Nice little exchange there. Alex left open, but Rab's going right at Cage. He just fans it just out. Oh, that was a great, great look.
I think Rab hit the actual corner of that cage. I mean, it was a great shot, and he painted a corner, but unfortunately it was the pipe and not the net.
So Sunset with it, coming back the other way. Oh, and a bleeder at the midfield line. Scooped up and scored. Cole Allen sneaks one in there. A little bit of a broken play almost.
Yeah.
Cole Allen with it. Sunset up 4-2.
Broken play, and Sunset capitalizes, and I think that's what this game is going to be determined by at the end of the day here. It's been so slow offensively, such great defensive performances out there, and the Apollos have really capitalized on those broken plays.
Replay here from Project 360. Look at Rab. Comes in. He's got it right there. Puts it right. Doink.
Oof.
I mean, he hit the cross tie. It was there. Goalie's going low. Just a smidge high. Half of a rotation of the ball under, and that's going to roll in.
Yeah, no one was trying to break the welds on the cage there. So 2 minutes to go here. Let's see what the Apollos can do on offense.
For the folks watching home, new to lacrosse, the grandmas, the dads, the brothers, you hear it a lot. Hot. I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot. I don't think most people at home are going to understand what that's going to mean. So as best as possible, explain the term hot in lacrosse sense.
Yeah, so it is a defensive call, and what that means is obviously your goal as a defender is to stay in front of your man. So if the person that's on ball gets beat, you need to have someone there to come stop the guy with the ball. It's the most important thing to do is to stop the man with the ball, getting a good look on cage. So that hot call means, right now, number 8, Aiden Luther, is going to be the hot guy. And he is going to slide to the ball if Jordan gets beat here. So watch for that. And then you need to have someone on the backside filling in for Aiden as well. So really good teams will have 2, maybe 3 slides and a rotation there defensively to get in front of the ball and cover all the holes that leaves open.
PhD analysis by Mr. Phillips.
I try my best.
We try our best to answer the questions as we get them, too, because it ends up inevitably somebody. What does that mean? 35 and change to go here in the first half. Sunset going to look to hold for last shot. Roth, far side with Odom.
So on the surface here, maybe a bit of a boring half. Not a lot of fireworks out there on the field, but it has been so interesting to watch these two teams just go to work on defense. I mean, no openings, no mistakes. Most of the goals here are coming off of broken plays. I mean, a couple good dodges lead to some good finishes, but defensively, if kids at home, watch this game back, especially if you're a long pole, and watch what these guys are doing out here on both sides. Just like that lift check, and it has been awesome to watch. And if you're an offensive guy too, look and see where the holes are, see where the missed passes are. It's been a really, really great half out there, really competitive.
That it has, and that horn signifies the end of the first half with Sunset on top, 4-2 over the Lakers. And bring up the Project 360 replay, that Sunset goal here. And like we were saying, just kind of broken plays. This is just a bleeding ground ball opportunity, somehow scooped up by Allen and just sort of kind of tossed at the cage. Nothing really over the top, and just sort of threw it right at the cage, hoping for a rebound. They had numbers. Found a hole. Got it in. Lake Oswego trailing by 2 at the half. They're going to set 10 minutes on the board and reset and reload a few things. We invite you to do the same. And we'll be back to you live from Lake Oswego High School with second half action in about 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Second half action getting set to get underway. 12 minutes on the clock, third quarter. Coming to you live from Lake Oswego. Thanks to our title sponsor here this evening, True Private Wealth Advisors. Founded on the belief that independent financial advisors who act as fiduciaries are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. At True Private Wealth Advisors, they built a wealth management firm that leverages the advantage of that independence to better serve their clients through a fully open architectural solutions platform that's objective and transparent. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth. So White left early. They're going to give it to Sunset. Matty Ice, you're coming in second half here. You had halftime to kind of reconfigure some things. If you're, let's say, if you're Sunset, you got a 4-2 lead. What are you telling your guys?
Well, honestly, I'd probably just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they've been possessing the ball, playing great defense. There's not a whole lot they're doing wrong. Maybe a little bit more off-ball movement on offense. Really, they've been hammering the hustle plays, picking up a lot of ground balls. Seems like they're coming up with a lot of those 50-50 plays. So, honestly, for Sunset, not a ton of adjustments you need to make.
Great defensive stop there again inside. Nice stick lift. Started off with Brooks on that ride. And then Elliott Orr stacked him up and lifted him up and turnover, dropped right and tripped in the stick. So Lakers with the ball. Yeah, I 100% agree. If you're Sunset, this is exactly the kind of game you want. You want to be in a slugfest, low opportunity game for Lake Oswego. And doing things just like that, getting turnovers because you're taking too long to clear. This is exactly what you want to be if you're Sunset when you're not quite the same level speed as LO. Make the game smaller.
Definitely. I mean, they've been doing a great job of that so far, and you can see it here once again, 50-50 play there, and the Apollos come up with it.
Sanford took a couple sticks in places that probably weren't the most comfortable for his efforts, but able to hold on to it. If you're Lake Oswego on the flip side, I think we're seeing it. A little more intensity on defense, try and work to get some balls on the ground, get Sunset out of this side of the field, and get going on offense.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, if you're the Lakers, I don't think they've done anything really majorly wrong, like we were saying in the first half. A lot of these goals have come off of broken plays, but maybe picking their moments to do like an offbeat slide or, double somebody or really put on the pressure to get that ball back. Because when you're down 2 goals in a game like this, it's only 2 goals, but it feels like more than that. So defensively, maybe be a little bit trickier. Nothing too crazy, but really maybe be a little bit more mindful and play with higher IQ defensively.
Odom tries to roll on Looney there and didn't quite get himself above GLE and just stuffed it in the back of the cage. Kind of a weird little roller off of the net. Sunset able to track it down and get the chase, actually, of all things. I think LO just kind of lost track of where that ball went. Sunset with it. Coming up top, Elliott higher. Going back far side to Sanford. Sanford feeding Curlin.
Good recovery there from Scotty.
Good push. Kind of a lazy shot. Easy one to deal with for Tripton. Just punched it out. Couldn't quite go snag it.
And look at this. They're looking to double behind the cage. I like it. I love to see it.
That's empty. Gonna have to get back. Tripton gets back. Gets a punch out. Knocks it down.
Risky there from the Lakers.
Very risky.
But I like seeing that switch up defensively.
Good hustle from Tripton to get back inside there. Couldn't quite get the stop and the catch, but he was able to knock it down. Now Looney going to have to do some work here on the sideline and going to get a touch in the box. Looney gets stacked up by Blake Hurley. Elo still hasn't gotten a touch. There he goes. Okay, yeah. Nolan coming screaming across the 50. Saw it. Look at the senior leadership there from Rab. Just calm everybody down.
Yeah. I mean, just a veteran out there. Yeah.
Junior senior leadership from Nolan. I always forget he's only a junior this year.
Mm-hmm. But veteran move nonetheless. I mean, he's going to calm it down. I would like to see the Lakers pick up the pace here, though, pick up the speed, see if they can get some off-ball cuts. That's what they need to do offensively. It's been a lot of dodging and looking around and not a lot of movement. So let's see if they can kind of pick up the energy here on offense.
So Rab gets it to Macy. Macy going to give it a look and a roll. Goes against Hagan. Hagan, good job on defense. Giving Calvin some space. Alex coming in now with the kick back to Gunner, looking to load up. Can't quite get what he wanted, so takes it back. LO. This might be their longest possession of the game so far.
Yeah, what I'd like to see from them as well is to not force opportunities in the middle of right in front of the cage or anything like that. Just take the right shot, make the right passes, and kind of play a bit of the game the Apollos are playing as well, where you're not doing anything too risky. Now, that being said, the Lakers play really well when they're playing fast too, so that's not a bad option either.
Fish coming across, draws a double. Decides to just kind of run a little bit of possession here, chew some clock. Try and keep those defenders' legs fresh for all 4 quarters. You got to think that was another part of the conversation from Bertoli at the half. Great thought. Just got a little bit of lift. Couldn't quite get his hands turned over on it, so not a lot of velocity on that shot from Macy. Oh, and a good job from the Laker defense. Number 21 doing it again, Brooks Olsen.
And I like the hustle there from the Lakers. Seems like the first time they've really forced a turnover in the middle of the field for quite some time here now.
So again, patience, chew some clock, give Sunset a taste of their own medicine. Calvin going from the wing, gets a look. Just a little bit skinny, but easy chase from Burgess.
So the Lakers looking to set something up here, potentially. A little 2-man game behind the cage from Burgess and Fish. I think Mason was maybe hoping to get a switch there. And here he gets it.
There he gets it. Got a step. He's a top, cross top. Feet to the backside and just got his stick tap. That one went out. Alex was wide open.
Yeah. I did not see that, but really good.
I cheated. I used the camera.
Really good move from Fish there to beat his man and force a slide.
Burgess looking to bully his way across GLE. Gets it back up top to Alex. Good defensive recovery there by Karofsky. Karofsky's a load. I mean, that kid is just an absolute unit down there for the Apollos.
He's big, and what I like to see is he doesn't throw a ton of crazy checks, really measured in the checks that he does throw and plays the body. So really good job from him tonight. And the Lakers need some sort of spark here. I mean, not a whole lot moving here on offense.
Sunset super patient, not chasing behind the crease at all. Content to leave those two down there. Again, great long possession from Lake Oswego, though. So chewing a bunch of clock of their own. Defense getting a nice break. Calvin now looking to set up on Brigham. Gets a step, gets a look, gets a shot just to the outside of the cage. Keeps out of the cage. He's free. Ball on the ground. Nobody sees it. And coming up with it, Macy gets it tacked. And that's going to be out on Sunset. Ooh. Interesting. Calvin thought that was on Sunset. So did we.
Yeah, tricky there.
Tough call. I'm going to go with the official having the better angle.
Lakers
Leader
get it right
on
back.
The pass, yeah. Now
here they come.
Rab in transition, back feed to Alex, onto the crease to Burgess. Burgess gets stuffed by the goal. What a stop by Putney.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Really great stop by Putney there. I mean, Burgess maybe got a little bit antsy. Should have taken his time there, but oof. That was a good look.
Project 360 replay. Alex, perfect feed to Burgess. Burgess goes right at it and just look at that.
That's off his stick,
That's
too.
right off of the Oh, what a great stop. And LO, I mean, they know Putney. I mean, they've been watching film. The film on him, he likes to go low, right? You get him up to get him down, right? And then go high. Burgess does that. Putney throws a counter of his own, stays high with the stick.
Yeah, really great stop.
Just a freshman. These guys.
Really great showings from both freshman goalies here tonight.
So Lake Oswego now didn't quite catch what the penalty was, but they are man advantage. See if they can put one in the net here and make it a 1-goal game with 4:20 and change here to go in the third quarter. Calvin takes his eye off of it as the man's coming screaming in from the box. Calvin took a little peek there, and Sunset able to kill the penalty. Rab going to take on Allen. Drag him all the way down behind GLE and look to set up a play on this side. Double down, coming on Rab. Allen fell down. Oh, and just gets his stick in there. Great defense. And Burgess coming in with a clear out, and that's going to, you kind of knew that one was coming. So Rab had what he wanted. Back behind the cage. Allen kind of blows a tire, and then a good lift from Hurley. Ball's still in play here, and Burgess just got a little bit too tall on this. Just a little bit high.
Little high.
Just a touch.
Little high.
I don't mind it at all. Like a perfectly great physical play. Just a smidgen high drawing the penalty. That's going to be a timeout on the field. With 3:43 to go here, give me a chance to thank another one of our supporting sponsors here this evening. There he is. MJ Labs is looking for that. MJLabs.com. They work as an embedded part of your product marketing and engineering team to create an audience acquisition and core competency for companies across broad categories like Instagram, Wistia, Tegna News, Lowe's Hotels, and more. Because they're not your typical agency. They strive to work seamlessly with your teams and same focus and energy you would expect from your full-time employees to maximize your capabilities. Check them out at mjblabs.com. Big thanks to MJB Labs. Oh, 3:43 to go here. It's only 4-2, but man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's just, this has been kind of just this pressure and pressure and pressure. And you feel like something's going to break off at any moment, so just on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, not often do you see a 4-2 lacrosse game in the dwindling moments of the third quarter here. So
not with this much velocity in action.
Yeah.
It's happened before, and it's usually considerably sloppy. This has not been sloppy. This has been a very, very solid game.
So I think luckily for the Lakers here, they picked up the flag. Looks like Burgess is still out on the field.
I'm going to call it a loose ball push, it looks like.
Yeah.
Which, again, good call. Didn't mind it even if it was a penalty necessarily. But Sunset with possession, and he's going to look to take it, trying to get the ride, and can't quite get there. Sunset able to get the clear. So this is their first possession since about the 7-minute mark on the clock, but in real time, it's been about 10 minutes.
Yeah, at least. The Lakers just shoot up this whole quarter and don't have anything to show for it, unfortunately, and they're still down 2 goals. So let's see if they can keep up the defensive battle down on their end.
Rolling back behind the cage. Hubers up top finds Roth. Roth, I think he was looking for some kind of personnel adjustment to come in from the box because
I think they got 5 men on, yeah.
They're voluntarily playing man down. And good heads-up play there from Roth to identify that and make it 6-on-6. A little more fun that way.
Mm-hmm.
Higher taking on or Luther. I apologize. It's Aiden Luther up there, number 8. Lakers a little out of position, having to scramble to get back. Good job from Phillips. Close in on Sanford. Sunset unable to capitalize on the late slide. And then that one is going to roll back to the 45. So Sunset now with a little bit of tight stick on the pass. Higher with it. Luther on him. Same offense we saw from Sunset in the first. Just kind of make a pass, make an exchange, run a little wheel, make a pass, make an exchange, burn some clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is there to say, right?
I mean,
it's super simple, and they're just chewing up possession time. That's all they're looking to do.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, just going to keep hammering it. It's been a really awesome showing from. Ooh!
Odom with a look. Oh, and Looney had a great lift on it. Luther had, oh, that's too bad. Tripton had a great save. Couldn't quite control the rebound. That one rolls out, and Sunset's going to put it in.
Yeah, Sunset gets a little bit lucky on that one on the rebound, and
it's like everyone tonight has been just something a little off, something a little here. Great initial play or two plays. Here you go, coming up from behind the cage. Odom with it. You'll see it here. Just good lift from Looney, right? Just good stick lift, good stop, but it rebounds right into Sunset's hands. So Hudson, big battle, and coming up with it is Ham.
Brooks gets overextended there on defense a little bit.
But Ham just going to run it out and, again, crushing clock.
So we saw that trap early from the Lakers on the restart behind the cage. Not surprised they went for that. I would like to see them do. Ooh.
Lane getting real aggressive on it, trying for the backdoor feed, going the other way, and Hubers is down for a second. He took that kind of funky step, kind of reaching for that calf. Hopefully that's nothing other than a little bit of a cramp or a rope-a-dope down there. Loose ball on the side, is still on the sideline. Late flag.
That's going to be on Scotty.
So on the Project 360 replay here, got a great shot of this. Look at the save. I mean, great save from Tripton coming across. Good look at it. Good save right there. Boom. But that rebound just bounces out and right into Higher's stick. I mean, it's almost one of those where you wish that your net was just not quite that tight.
Right.
Just a little looser.
Right. I mean, just bad luck. Unlucky there for Tristan. I mean, really good on the Apollos to finish that goal, but, I mean, the ball just kind of bounced the wrong way there for the Lakers.
All right, so Sunset with it and a man advantage. Sanford.
I think.
So they had a little bit of a clock issue here. So they're going to roll the clock. Didn't start it. They're going to pull a couple seconds off, reset that. Looks like about 29 seconds-ish.
And for the Lakers here, maybe a bit of a critical error from Scotty with that penalty. I mean, the Apollos are going to have the opportunity to just hold the ball till the end of the quarter, and they're going to start with it in the fourth. With these long possessions, I mean, who knows? They could end up holding the ball for the whole fourth quarter. So
the rate they're going with it, it absolutely is a potentiality. I will say, though, LO, when they score, previous games this season, we've seen them, they score in bunches. And they go on these runs, and you just got to get that one possession, one face-off. You know, when we saw it with Jesuit, they were down by a ton, and then it was bam, 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 bam. So if I'm an LO fan, I'm not going anywhere because we are heading to the fourth quarter with Sunset on top, 5-2 over the Lakers. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go. Comeback opportunity well within reach for the Lakers here from Lake Oswego High School tonight. You know we wouldn't be here, Matt, if it wasn't for our title sponsor.
Really?
That's right.
And who's that?
True Private Wealth Advisors. I'm glad you asked, sir. The network of independent-minded financial advisors with a history of challenging the status quo. They address challenges and find unique solutions where there seem to be none because they want to be able to do what is best for their clients without limitations. Take your experience and their know-how and breathe new life into what's going on with your business and watch what happens after that. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth Advisors. Also want to thank our friends at Lake Grove Dental, believing in helping you achieve long-lasting health with proper oral health. Their expertise allows them to provide you with the top-level dental care that you need and deserve. Check them out at lakegrovedental.com or call them at 503-636-3641. Big thanks to Lake Grove Dental. Also want to thank our friends at Aldrich Wealth. Whether you're a corporate plan sponsor seeking benefits to retain valuable employees or an individual with complex financial needs, Aldrich Wealth has a depth of resources and expertise to serve you because each and every one of their team members is there for you. Check them out at aldrichadvisors.com or call them at 503-620-4489. Big thanks to Aldrich Wealth. Also want to thank our friends at Little Birds Play Care. Their goal to provide your child with a safe and secure environment where they can learn and develop while having fun with a staff of industry professionals there to teach your kid essential academic, emotional, and social skills through engaging lessons and activities. They're at littlebirdplaycare.com or 503-577-8166. Big thanks to Little Birds. All right, fourth quarter, 12 minutes. Lakers man down and down 3 goals. Feed on the goal. Sunset getting aggressive with it. Elo gets a punch out on that, but can't quite collect it. Able to snag it was Curlin. Curlin playing a little two-man game with Odom. Feeds it to the near side to Hubers. Hubers back behind to Hire.
Good defense there from the Lakers.
Big shot goes in. Good stop from Tripton. Punches that out, and that's going to go wide. It'll stay with Sunset, but Lake Oswego back to full strength.
Back to full strength, and this is where the Lakers need to get a little bit tricky here on defense. Attack the right guys. You know, pick out who you want to jump on the ball and really try and force a turnover here because you just cannot afford to have a 6-minute possession from the Apollos.
And position to position, Lake Oswego has a size advantage. They got the strength. They just need to get on the hands, start forcing the issue a little bit here. 11 minutes to go. Sunset trying to turn the Jets on Curlin. Slide from LO comes across. Good help defense. And just able to beat it out as Hire got there just in front of Orr.
Yeah, great help defense there from the Lakers, and it was not a bad look for the Apollos. They're being a little bit more aggressive here to start the quarter. They might be trying to extend that lead here a little bit.
I know I'd want the breathing room if I was them. I just would not settle with 3 goals because if you've watched any film on LO, you know. I mean, no one can get that in a 4-minute span.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 3 goals in lacrosse is nothing. I mean, I've seen teams come back and
8
win
goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and win a game down 3 goals with a minute left. I mean,
more than doable, but you got to get the rock back and you got to get something going here momentum-wise. Or Sunset's just going to bleed another minute, which they do, coming up on the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, and I mean, this just feels like one of those high school basketball games where somebody's playing a zone defense and the other team decides they're just not going to shoot. You know, they're going to say, okay, well, you got to come out and press us, and just not a whole lot is going on out there offensively.
Nice little deke from Curlin, but rolls it back out. Sunset. That's an errant pass up top. Got to get on the hands. Looney. I mean, I'm not going to say the Academy Award should go to Sanford, but Sanford sold that one pretty well.
I thought he was on the ground before Jordan even got there, but
so it'll be a loose ball push. Sunset's going to maintain possession. 9:30 to go. I don't think we'll get more than about 30 more seconds before Bertoli is going to be putting the clamps on and changing things up here.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to have to be some call defensively. Sunset's had the ball for almost 3 minutes here now, and like I was saying, a 6-minute possession is absolutely not something you can afford. I would rather honestly see, if you're the Lakers, letting in a goal, being aggressive, than just sitting here content for really not a whole lot to happen and just the clock to wind down.
Little lazy dodge from Curlin just to kind of keep things honest. Rab forces it back outside. Look from the wing, good shot. And it's going to be a foot race. It's going to stay with Sunset. So 8:43 now to go in the fourth.
And the Laker defense has to do something here. I mean, props to them all game for playing really stellar, spectacular, fundamental defense. But at this point, you got to pull something out of the bag.
Aiden Luther on ball. Far side. Brooks Olsen now up at the wing, trying to get a little bit of a push. Rab tries for the double down, feed in the middle. Shot going in. Out wide. That one's still free. It's on the ground. That's what you want. Opportunity there at the wing for it. Sunset. Big shot. Tripton's going to get almost there, but able to stick it out as Deshaun. Was kind of just hanging back there, cherry picking that a little bit. So Jordan going back to his roots with a long stick in his hand now.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows how long this possession has been. They put Jordan out there with a long stick in order to have 4 long pulls on the field during that penalty. And that was to start the quarter.
Roth with it up top. Minimal pressure coming. Good hands on the stick. Aiden Luther trying to make something happen. That's where you might want to see that double, right? Rolling it down to X and just stick with it. Leave the man and go. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Sunset.
And, ooh, this is an opportunity the Lakers are going to have to take advantage of.
They need it. Transition, here we go. Rab finding, looking for Fish. Backside, wide open shot, and the great stop by the keep. Nolan had everything out there. They had 2 different options, a great look on the cage, great shot, and a brilliant, brilliant save by the freshman goalie, Keegan Putney, for the Apollos.
Wow. I mean, what an athletic save from Putney. I don't think he saw that ball till the last second. He just dove for it.
Pure reaction. Pure reaction.
Got a stick all over it. So, I mean, what a good look for the Lakers there. And huge, huge stop for the Apollos.
You're in the lead, but that's one of those potential game changers for Sunset to preserve it, because then you're going back to face-off. Then Lake Oswego's got another chance at possession. I mean, that's where those runs start, and Putney just shut it down. 5:55 to go here in the fourth. Lakers getting after it a little bit more here. Feed inside out, and that's going to bounce out. Lake Oswego, another chance. Nolan with another chance. Going to get a touch in the box.
And not a huge sense of urgency here from the Lakers. Definitely want to take your time and find the right look, but
a couple personnel changes coming in for LO2 for some packages. Try to get some fresh legs out there, I think, as well on defense. Got Elliott Orr switching back. I think they're putting a short stick back in Jordan's hands.
That's a look.
Gunner with a look. Big shot and a goal. That's what you needed right there, Lake Oswego. Number 35, Gunner Olsen.
And where has that been all night? Gunner Olsen with the sniper rifle from up top. That looks like it's 15 yards out. Whew, what a shot.
All right, I'm trying to sneak both of these replays in here. Project 360 replay, Rab, 2 plays, possessions ago. Just a great shot, but my goodness, look at the split on that save. Just so fast.
Yeah, I mean, Putney was
Hope
out of
and a prayer.
position. Yeah.
Got it. All right, back. They went quick to the faceoff, so I'll get that other replay on here in just a second. Gunner with a rifle. LO needing to win the faceoff. Sunset picking it up at least initially here. Hagan doing a good job getting it, and Roth with it Elo back to a 2-goal game with 4:45 and change to go in the fourth.
And I like the aggressiveness from Brooks Olsen there. Brooks and Seth need to communicate here to double behind the cage.
Not there. Seth going one-on-one with Odom. Odom coming across. Odom giving it a shot. Kind of surprised by that. I'll tell you, in about a year, I think Tripton comes out of crease for that one.
Absolutely.
He'll just know that that's one of those you got to go get.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
It's not he didn't do the wrong thing.
No.
It's just this is where you got to be that aggressive side.
Exactly.
Good job by Scotty Weiss trying to get it to Orr in a battle with Hubers. Pig pile and Elliott Orr coming out with it. And I think we're going to get a timeout like Oswego. So Bertoli with the critical timeout, 3:50 and change to go here in the fourth. All right. Gunner.
And it starts
Great
with
position.
Rab.
Yep. Great position. Rab with all of that. Look at all the attention Nolan takes here. Great shot by Gunner. Absolutely wonderful. But look at all of the eyes and the bodies. Everyone on Rab. 2 across. Gunner. 1-on-1. Rockets for the seam.
Wow. And I mean, he absolutely painted that corner. Almost tore a hole through the back of the net, and great offense there from the Lakers.
It goes to show, Gunner obviously missed a few games at the start of the season. Just a lot of pent up. Just we've seen him every game, just getting a little bit looser, a little bit more like the old Gunner. Just that guy that kind of came out of nowhere, had the big comeback goal, the overtime win last year against West Lynn. That's the Gunner we're used to seeing, and this is it right here. Another shot. Just look at that windup and rip. Just nothing but net. Big shot there, makes it 5-3, 3:56 to go here. Lake Oswego with a big defensive stop. And possession, more importantly. So, you got to come down, get a good look. Got to put one in the net.
Yeah, and this ball has got to get into Calvin Macy's hands here somehow or another on this clear.
Looney coming back to Tripton. Tripton walking it up. Trying to lock off on Calvin and Rab. Nolan across the middle. That middle clear, when it works, it's great. And Sunset calls a timeout. I got to be honest, I like that timeout.
It's a great timeout, and I really just can't believe the Lakers didn't have something tricky up their sleeve on that clear out of the timeout. I mean, not a whole lot to say there, but the Apollos are going to have possession with just 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. So,
got to think Lake Oswego here is going to come up with a big-time defensive play out of the timeout. Well, we got a second here. I want to thank another one of our supporting sponsors, Mayerly Tideman Dental, offering a wide range of dental services from preventive care to cosmetic dentistry. They'll have you feeling great and looking even better. They take great pleasure in providing sustainable, small batch, handcrafted dental care to all of their clients. You can check them out at MeyerlyTidemanDental.com or 503-684-2944. Big thanks to Mayerly Tidem. We also want to thank our friends at the law office of Joseph A. Trippy. That Hudson kid does pretty well on face-off.
he does.
The firm striving to be a partner in achieving the goals in their clients. They pride themselves on developing strategies targeting each particular client's needs, objectives, and philosophy by providing frequent educational services, brown bag lunches, and seminars directly to their clients and potential clients in order to help people in business manage their affairs in a profitable and wise manner. From business litigation to construction transactions, corporate formation, governance, guardianships, conservatorships, and much more. Check them out at trippylaw.com or 503-782-6442. Big thanks to Joseph A. Trippy. Also want to thank our friends at First Class Property Management, the complete tenant management company, helping you manage your properties and get your time back, providing all their expert management services at a flat fee service so you know exactly what to expect and for how much. Very, very rare in the property management world. Check them out at firstclassportland.com or call them at 503-574-2443. Big thanks
To the Lakers.
Lakers get it.
They come out in a trap and they force a turnover immediately. I love it defensively.
So, 2-goal gap to make up here. Calvin Macy been pretty quiet all game long. They're going to call offside.
Yeah, so Nolan Rabb thought he was clear to go on the field there and comes out of the box when they already had 3 middies out. So, unfortunate turnover there for the Lakers.
It's a little miscommunication. Calvin going hard at Curlin. Curlin able to keep his feet. Dumps it off to higher. Lake Oswego now, they're going to have to press. Under
Absolutely.
3 to go, trailing by 2.
Which is crazy because I feel like in a normal game, 3 minutes left, down by 2 is, I mean, yeah, it's not the position you want to be in, but it's
not this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Elliott Heyer just ran about a half a marathon all the way around the field, and he's going for round 2.
And, I mean, I got to give it up to Sunset here. I mean, this is obviously the formula to beat the Lakers is to just possess the ball, don't let their athleticism come through, and they've done an incredible job here tonight doing that. But not a whole lot of action is kind of the downfall of that strategy. So
Heyer taking abuse from Orr, dumps it off easy to Hubers back behind the cage. Brooks on him. That's going to be a stick. I think they're going to say it's stick high.
So throw a flag after the head of Brooks Olson's stick comes off. It's going to be a 30-second technical for maybe – I just don't know what the call is there, to be honest.
So LO running out of runway here. Going to need to come up with something. And Gunnar Olsen coming out for the man down D. So see what Lake Oswego's got in mind with Gunnar out there. Good initial from Looney, but Sunset able to get out of it. Seth almost had that. That was really close. Lakers are going to need to lock off and just go after it, or Sunset will just bleed the rest of this clock out.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even looking to score here, so I don't see why you don't double the ball just like
right
that.
There, ball on the ground. Short whistle. Should have been. Yep, there we go.
Loose ball push.
Yep, loose ball push. Gunner's looking to get after it. Gunner going down the side. Clear to the middle. And that's going to be a bleeder over to the other side at the 30. Having to dive for it as Burgess can't quite get there. Rabb trying to pick up Curlin. Looking for the backside. Seth coming over. Trying to get a lift on that stick. Lakers. Scotty Weiss gets a pick.
And they're going to
call for a Ward?
Ward, I believe,
Called for a Ward. Not a big surprise there with Scotty putting that kind of pressure. So Lake Oswego, they got a chance. 45 seconds, get a quick score here.
And Nolan Rabb needs to go.
It is go time. Rabb takes a big shot on the sideline, keeps his feet. Going right at Cage. Nolan getting after it. Ball is loose up in front in the crease. Ball's loose still. Oh, and scooped up and run away goes Hagan. Heads up play by Hagan to retreat back to go forward with the clear to Hurley.
And that will do it.
Clock is down to 10 seconds. Sunset with it. They're going to just sit back. Man, what a battle.
Yeah, competitive matchup out there tonight, and I mean a tip of the cap to Sunset. They had a game plan coming into this one, and they executed it to perfection.
That they did. Apollo's on the road here, the last of the non-conference games of the preseason. Sunset's going to go home victorious 5-3 on top of the Lakers. Not at all the game we thought it was going to be. We were thinking mid-teens minimum. So Sunset comes up with a massive changeup and catches Lake Oswego off guard. But, as always, league play starts on Friday against Canby, and that's where it really starts to matter. So this one from LO is final. Sunset 5, Lake Oswego 3. Big thanks to our on-field camera superstar team, Kellen Snyder and Jack Gales. Hunter Paulson on the top cam. The greatest junior producer in the industry, Jacob Brumfield, running graphics and stats here tonight. And, of course, the best color guy there could ever have been or be, even better than Pepper.
Oh, thank you.
Matty Ice coming in and giving the expert commentary, as always. Big thank you to you, sir. And we will see everybody Friday night live from Canby, 8 o'clock, so don't miss it. This one, though, is final. Sunset 5, Lake Oswego 3. Have a good, safe night, everybody, and we'll see you this Friday. Bye-bye.